It falls down in free practice 1 after just a couple of laps. It is a difficult racetrack. So 1 was quite boring because he actually led it from the front and held everybody. Marc Marquez must be, well, his nails must be turning up back at home watching what's going on at race. I keep saying it. This year is a real opportunity for someone who can grab it. Zarco still questioning whether he's got it over race distance. He sits on pole. There's Zaus. It's all down the back then. So, Moto Gp, Grand Prix of the Czech Republic, flies down towards turn. He's going to try and stick it up the inside when we get down to turn 1. Espargaro drops in 3rd place on the back.
I think it might have been Oliveira.
So we're going to see a bit more of that, but Morbidelli, absolutely. Get a rhythm, get out front if you can, and keep your motor and front tyre cool. But trying to get to the other side of the bike is like hard work as you try to counter steer down towards turn. Here we go again. Out wide and through comes the Aprilia.
He's going to tough it out round
that KTM. I can't wait when he gets. They've got a fair bit of horsepower as well when he gets to the Red Bull Ring, and they're testing Morbidelli. It's taken time for Franco Morbidelli. He's been looking for his first ever podium just yet. Of course, we've still got 18.5 laps to go, but he's looking very strong.
Tyres. All he's going to go for is the full attack mode and see where that gets him, and you can't blame him for that.
The two get stuck together, and again, whoa! Have some of that. Reminds me of BSB.
So I didn't care, did they? There was no respect for each other. Great race.
What they'd have been like if they'd have been against someone that. And it's come down to 1.2 between Morbidelli and Quartararo, and Binder's right there.
And the KTM together, he said, I can make up a lot of time in the braking zones.
The line, Stefan Bradl is 19th, Alex Marquez is 20th, and Tito Rabat is off the back in 21st. Franco Morbidelli is in there first. Quartararo and Binder stuck together.
Obviously, Zarco and Pole. I'll tell you what, Zarco's doing much better than I expect sessions, but he put that qualifying lap in, but he's hanging on to 4th place.
Right, Zarco. Oh, that's a bit of a disaster for Mir. Mir has gone down, so... Yeah. So, with those two in the dirt, look at this, again.
Oh, this is going to be not good to watch.
Wipes out Mir.
And you see which corner?
13.
Yeah.
1.058 back from Morbidelli to Quartararo. The teammates for 2, down towards 3. All over him, Binder. Binder's going to have Espargaro, does Zarco. Does he keep it that way? Zarco cuts time, surfacing, that's the only problem, but the track itself looks absolutely fantastic. Great track to ride. So, Crutchlow is Aleix Espargaro with Rins underneath.
So hard to pass because he's a demon on the brakes. He goes a little bit wide in some of the corners, but you can't...
I keep mentioning a lead at the line. It's because that this racetrack is so technical. I thought he was going to flip-flop underneath him then.
It is the beauty of this track. It's such a wide circuit. Morbidelli. Bear in mind, we're talking about a man who's never won a Moto Gp race. Am I right in saying he's only had 1 Moto Gp pole?
To go. We're at turn 7 now. That's the long loop around the outside there, the penalty loop. He's going to be under attack from Pole Espargaro, his teammate, any minute. The 2 factory KTM, probably when they made the employment contracts out. Morbidelli, surely.
That's for sure.
But he's a man who can do the business, there's no doubt in that.
Ex-world champion, he's won races, hasn't he?
And yes, he cut for it, underneath him. Brad Binder, he was looking at it all the way up there, but he's run it out. Seems to have just shuffled the pack. Everybody suddenly seems to believe they can win this world title, and it's in spot.
Coming, yeah.
And it's there.
He ain't going to wait, because he's seen his teammate, and he can see his teammate already checking out. So wide there, he was almost down pit lane.
I was going to say, I thought he was coming down the pit lane.
I think he got it wrong.
Front end used to wipe away, and that's why Zarco threw the towel in with the KTM. He's wide again. Oh, he did get down and out. He wouldn't have seen him that tight.
Yep.
He did get down and out. He wouldn't have seen him that tight.
Yeah.
That's a race incident for sure.
Racing incident.
Pole on the line. Got to say that Pole was there, but you wouldn't have been able to see him through the tank. Zarco this time goes under Quartararo, runs it a bit deep. Going to pick.
Obviously, the collision in the last race in turn 1 sent him to the back, and then he cracked
here in Moto GP. Okay, Marc Marquez has to sit and watch it from TV at home, but
for the, let's say, the 3rd tier team, the Avintia team.
Miguel Oliveira by the scruff of the neck, and he is now taking it to Morbidelli.
Binder's going to win.
This is going to be a KTM win.
Yeah, I had Binder for the win. I had Morbidelli for 2nd, and
MotoGP race, which I didn't expect either. Morbidelli and Binder are your front 2 still. Zarco still a race. I reckon he's the style that could close this down.
Yeah, the man in trouble.
Binder.
Yeah.
Soft rear tyre on Morbidelli, and that might be the issue that's making the difference at the moment. The Czech Republic Grand Prix, and he is shot tyre-wise. Maybe Zarco.
All through his career. But let's all be honest now, there's no point in all joking with each other. No one thought it
long
ridiculous.
Lap. So he's obviously gone out of bounds on
motorcycle for all their advertisements.
Yeah. Whatever they might say publicly, the fact Binder, smooth, controlled. The KTM
is coming through.
Late race pace.
7 laps left.
Ross is your man for a bit of that, that's for sure. 4 seconds from Morbidelli. Go back another 2.4 seconds to Zarco.
Exaggerating. Keith agreed with him.
Cal Crutchside. Suzuki trying to get past Quartararo. It's coming pretty soon. There's going to be a row over that Zarco manoeuvre. That is
well, I'll be analysing that in checking.
I don't think the eye line that they've got in modern day styling. They're right hanging on, didn't he? Morbidelli's on the soft tyre in second place. Zarco's on the soft tyre in he's going to have these two, that's for sure. Rossi's right there then. So the Suzuki this time, but he's got 4.5 laps to go.
How interesting. I was just watching Zarco, then he can't tip.
But
here he goes.
He's going to flip-flop. That is so absolutely Valentino Rossi. He's done with Quartararo.
And here comes Oliveira. He's got some speed. So the last laps, Quartararo did a 2-minute lap, which is 3 seconds slower.
Just cleared off up the street. 2.3 seconds further up the road than Quartararo dropped to the back of this bunch now. Quartararo, well, we saw how good he was in Moto 2, a little bit special, but he has
last at the test, very first test, and he's like, whoa, yeah, you know, I'm just taking my time too. We actually saw a little bit in Moto 3 the way he backed it in a lot, but what I love about him, and we've not witnessed it that.
I think the fact as well is that KTM have just chucked the chicken sink.
Indoors, yeah. Mr. Marquez will be sat at home thinking, I'll tell you what, I'll see you next weekend. Looking like we're going to witness KTM's first Moto Gp win. The pinnacle of two-wheel motorcycling, it is.
Happens to be Red Bull and own the Red Bull ring, the Massa Stitch. So at the end of the day, KTM are a smaller factory. But just the resources, the kind of people you need.
An accumulation of what they wanted was, they wanted to, from Red Bull rookies of years with Akiayo in Moto 3 and in Moto 2, the idea was to try and keep hold of the GP team. I think you will see some younger riders in the future signing long-term contracts.
Moto 3, this is only round 3. We've got a new round coming at the end of the season. It's going there as well. Maybe they need a new surface and that's why they're getting one. I don't know, but the last round, remember, Court Ballington or Greg Hansford doing the business.
Gav's been on his laptop. Polite, well brought up, animal.
Julian took me to dinner with his Johan Zarco still there in 3rd place. They're all safe as far as I can see, barring a mistake. Right, use the full power of the Ducati. We're going to wait and see fairly soon as Binder's well up the road. Right again.
He's thinking about it.
Tight, especially from that camera angle. Turn 11 then, on to 12. Now Crutchlow 13th. Maverick Vinales 2 points and 14th place. Going to grab that opportunity. And Brad Binder is the kind of character